Hey there tech fans, Rick here again with another review, and today I have a beautiful underwater waterproof light from a company called Suptig that I think is pretty incredible, and I'll explain why in a minute. But before I get too deep into the overview and the review of the product, I always like to start with an unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the kit so you understand exactly what you get if you buy this product. So when you open up the box, you'll find the light. You'll also find a 3-finger mount in the bottom that will snap into any of your GoPro mounts that you currently own. Comes with an attachment knob right here, so you can put this on, snap it into any mount that you're using currently, whether that be a wrist mount or some type of stationary mount. They also include an adapter that converts that GoPro attachment to a cold shoe if you're using it on a camera, because the secret about this light is it's not only great for diving and underwater activities, but it's also the perfect fill light that you can use on your camera when you're shooting outdoors, and you'll never have to worry about water getting inside or damaging the light or the LEDs inside there. It won't get dusty because it's completely sealed. Also included is a tool that looks a lot like a coin. It's actually about the same size as a quarter, and that's used for attaching the plug in the back because it's waterproof. You pull this plug off to actually charge it through a micro USB connection. When it's fully charged, you put the plug back in. You use this tool to screw it in nice and tight, and there's a rubber gasket around the outside, and again, that makes it completely waterproof. They also include a charging cable, so I think they've given you everything you need to use this light right out of the box. And the charging cable is a USB-A to a micro USB, and that's how you charge the light. So you can plug this into any standard USB wall charger or a computer or any other USB-A port that provides power. Also included is a full instruction manual which explains exactly what you need to do with the light to charge it, to use it, and all the other things you care about. And a little cautionary note right here telling you that before you put this underwater, make sure you actually seal that back compartment with the tool. I think a lot of people maybe only finger tighten that, and that's not enough to keep the water out. So if you're going to take it underwater, especially to any kind of depth, you want to make sure you use the tool or a quarter or a dime or a flat blade screwdriver to really tighten up that plug in the back so no water can get inside the unit. All right, so let me give you a little of an overview of exactly what this product provides. I searched around for an underwater light. I looked at a lot of different models. What I like so much about this one, number one, is the versatility. I can mount it on the bottom with a 3-finger mount, so if I want to mount it directly to something, I can actually just put it on there and put the knob on it, I'm good to go. They also include another mount on the top, so it makes it really easy, if this is on a tripod, to put my camera on the top of it, whether it's a GoPro or something else, and I have the light and the camera ready to go. So I like that. I also love the fact that it's waterproof down to 164 feet underwater. Now, I'm a diver, I don't go down that deep. Typically 80, 90 feet is about as deep as I go, but it's nice to know that at that depth, at 80 or 90 feet, I'm not going to have water incursion inside the lensing of the product and destroy the electronics. So very, very deep with the light. I also like the fact that it's incredibly bright. It's 84 LEDs that are high brightness LEDs, which gives you about a 5,000 lux brightness. And again, that's hard to convert that to lumens. It depends on how far away from the surface you are, but it's got a really nice wide field of view underwater, which is going to illuminate a lot of the area in front of you. Plus, it's got 4 different settings for the lighting. You have a low, medium, and high, which allows you to adjust the brightness of the light. There's also a 4th setting that's SOS. Now, it'd be great to have this in your car because if you break down on the side of the road, you might want to set it up on the road, put it in SOS mode, and that way oncoming traffic knows that you've pulled over and maybe you're changing a tire or you're doing something else. So incredibly versatile in that respect. One last thing I want to say about it is I looked at a lot of other lights on the market, and honestly the construction of those lights were nowhere near as durable as this one. They've got screws around the outside of the front lens with a rubber gasket behind it which completely seals the compartment inside. The only opening you've got to worry about is the charging port in the back. The button is completely sealed, the LEDs are sealed behind there, and again with this one, I love the fact that I can pop it off, I can charge it when I'm done charging it, I'll put the cover back on, tighten it down, and I've got a completely waterproof case. It's a 2600 milliampere hour battery inside, so once you fully charge it, depending on how bright the light is when you're using it, you'll get somewhere between about an hour and a half and about 5 hours of use. Now for me, the highest brightness setting is a little bit too bright, believe it or not, underwater, because I live in New Jersey and there's a lot of debris in the water, so I get a lot of reflection from that. I find I use the middle setting for most of the time I have it underwater, and that gives me about a 3-hour, maybe 3.5-hour use out of the light. It just does a phenomenal job. So that's pretty much all I had for the review. I think it's a wonderful product, and I think you're going to really like it if you're in the market for an underwater light. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, stay nerdy.